I discovered that literally a year ago, and that's at least part of why I wanted to do Chrono Cross in the first place, because it's like, I have to drop this knowledge somehow, and I don't know how else to do it other than just simply play the game. And it's like, you might as well finally finish it. Save game, yes. And then Rife went and played, Chrono Trigger, so it's just like, alright, all the more motivation, I suppose. It's marked with yellow. Alright, so it will show a little bit of New Game Plus because it works differently in this game than pretty much any other game I can think of. Ooh, this is a new area. Is this even in the game? I don't think this made it into the final product. I guess somebody must have just rendered this and it's just like, well, I spent too much time on this to scrap it. In it goes. It's a really pretty cave. Shoot, how do I do this actually? Okay, do I just simply load it? How do I do this? Ah. New Game Plus and Continue Plus. Alright, let's just do New Game Plus for now. Please. Oh, that's right. I forgot that. I somehow forgot that this was a 2-disc game. The first disc is so front-loaded that it feels like. Oh man. Yeah, let's just keep it a surge. Now I believe we now have access to fast forward. Oh, it's Arenas. Yeah. What is it, Herr Surge? You look troubled. What? Okay, so it is supposed to be German? How come one of the other mermaids said da then? Whatever. This is it. There's no turning back now. Oh, wait, come on, Surge. Arenas. Yeah, whatever. I'm not doing this anymore. Herr Surge. Oh my god, I have to reset that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got all my wood back. Why did I say that? That's jittery. Ugh. Yeah, so sad. What the hell? We'll go for Guldove and Stitch. What are the twists to New Game Plus? Well, for starters, you can fast forward now. Whoa! They have this available right from the start. You can also make it slow. Yeah, if you press R2, it'll go faster. Well, you press and hold. And if you press L2, look how slowly I move. In the HD re-release, they just gave you this option right from the start. Oh, for heaven's sake. Too fast. Ah! What touched me? Genuinely, what touched me? Can't speed through that. I guess that's loading. Oh my god, everything is open. Melody. Oh, that's all it is. What the heck is with Surge's health, I just realized? He didn't take that many hits just now, did he? What is this missing, Surge? For heaven's sake. Sir, race car noises. Nope. Boy, what the bloody hell just happened? What are we doing out here? Wow, bugger, we're so high up. Is this thing floating? Does it feel like your body passed through the floor just now? There sure is some forward, eh, Serge? You alright, mate? You've been acting all weird. Who knows what's up ahead, so just stay on your toes, eh? Yep, we killed her. Game's over, everyone. God, you can hear him breathe with headphones on. It's weird. Surge? Good morning, Surge. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. I keep, like, expecting the music to speed up, too. Surge woke up to find a time egg in his hands. Surge received time egg. So what is about this game you don't like again? Mostly what it does to the caster Chrono trigger, and just how fucking confusing it is towards the end. It's like now that I've played it and beaten it, it's like well, yeah, and the dwarves. Don't forget about the dwarves. But it's like now that I've played it and beaten it, I've kind of like come to terms with everything. Bye. Oh, that's right. I have to go through it manually. Ew. It's him. Where tides start to turn. Okay. I'll figure this stuff out. It didn't reset my stars, I just realized. Even after all this, it's like you still use some. Oh man. I don't know, it was like I was gonna play a video talking about this, and now I'm getting cold feet. But, yeah, for the record, if you don't beat the final boss like that, like if you just simply brute force it and fight it like any other enemy, despite the game clearly telling you not to, it vanishes, and then you get And then you don't even get the credits. You just get a black screen that says Finn at the end. But, yeah, the Terra Tower hints that you have to use the Chrono Cross and do the elements in whatever color the tones are for this. But, oh god, I'm trying to think. Okay. It's kind of hard to put into words what happened with this game's story. Like, basically, as near as I can tell, Masato Kato got really into Gnosticism in between Chrono Trigger and this game, which is what that Nervam, or whatever she said, Zervam? Something like that. Whatever that shit she said in the ending was, it's like, that's where that came from. And, let me just tell you, Xenogears is even worse about this Gnosticism stuff. It's like, oh god, what do you mean I have to study an ancient religion just to understand what this game's plot is about? Also, I can only assume that all the, like, anti-human stuff was probably because of the fact that, you know, the Reptites, and by extension the Dragonians, are very bitter about getting beaten because they had already been defeated by the humans. Spoilers for Chrono Trigger, but, like, they had already been defeated by the humans by the time Lavos crashed into the earth. And Isla, one of the humans, did offer to take Azala with them, despite being mortal enemies. Just out of good sportsmanship. Like, as Lavos was crashing into the Reptite layer, and Azala was just like, no, let us die in peace. Or something like that. I can't remember her exact line. But at any rate, the Dragonians just seem very bitter over the fact that, oh, the humans got chosen by Lavos, whereas we got knocked into another dimension and grew with the planet. And it's just like, it's all very complicated. I should write all this down and actually make a fucking video myself. It's weird, I was thinking about this all day at work, and I was completely articulate in my head, and now that I'm in front of a microphone, in front of a crowd of, like, what, 5 people? It's like, I don't know. But yeah, that's Chrono Cross. I finally beat it. After buying this game at the age of 12, I finally beat the shitting thing. I feel like an actually pretty big weight off of myself. And honestly, I do, after everything is said and done, I do like this game. I don't really care for what they did with, the Chrono Trigger cast, although it's vaguely implied that everything is fine now at the ending, because the dimensions have merged in such a way that Surge is allowed to live. But, and I was gonna bring this up at the time. Actually, no, I wasn't, because it would be huge spoilers, but way back at the first trip to Fort Dragonia, when Dark Surge actively, like, after Surge and Link swap bodies, Link's as Surge, Link's in Surge's body actually goes up to Kid, grabs her by the hair, and is about to knife her in the throat, and then goes, I'll deal with you later. And it's just like, why? If Fate's entire plan was for Surge, like, if, in order for time to go normally, into the proper direction, Surge has to die, then why didn't he just finish off Surge and Kid right there at Fort Dragonia, and then piss off back to Chronopolis and set the time straight? I know that technically the reason is because we need to have a video game. Because otherwise it would have ended just right there. But why didn't he just simply do that instead of keeping Kid alive and brainwashing her? They also don't fully explain what happened to Luca. Like, yeah, the orphanage burned down, but Luca's element was fire, if you'll recall, so... And also, we also had the ice gun, which could presumably take out the fire, so it's just like, how did this happen? TV Tropes on like the Wild Mass guessing page or something like that posited that maybe she immolated herself in order to keep Lynx from effing around with the dimensions. But it's like, not only is that bleak, but I also don't think Luca would do that, especially since the chance of it burning down her house and by extension all the orphans she was taking care of would have been too great. Like, I don't think, like, Luca's clumsy, but she's not foolish. So I don't know if I believe what that TV Tropes user is positing. Like, that just sounds a little too insane. Because Lynx couldn't have gone there to kill her, because he would need her in order to unlock the Prometheus circuit so that he could have access to the Frozen Flame. So it couldn't have been a mission specifically to kill her, but it doesn't explain how she died. And it's very strongly implied that she died, given how Kid and Lynx talk about her. Then there's the fact... Oh, I had it and I lost it. Right, they just kind of drop at the end that it's Wazuki that turned into Lynx based on Surge's #1 fear, but they never really, like... they didn't really, like, dive into it. Your only hint before that moment is the fact that when you encounter Dark Surge in Chronopolis, he says that on the night of the storm, a part of him died. And you're supposed to actually take that literally and realize that he's Wazuki, but they kind of fumbled that whole bit. It's not that it's a bad plot point, it's just that the way it's explained in the game is kind of not. But yeah, basically what happened is that when... was this after? Yeah, it was after the Panther attack. I thought this was a different thing altogether, but it's like, okay, apparently the Panther demon was poisonous. Just roll with it at this point. Surge had to be taken to a doctor. They were gonna try to take him to one in Marbule because the one in Guldove had no idea what to do. But they got blown off course by a storm. The storm was caused by Scala because she heard Surge's crying. Never mind the other shit that was going on, but this one kid, this guy right here, at that moment was the most important person on Earth to her. So he ended up getting blown to Chronopolis, which was hiding in the Sea of Eden. It was still the Sea of Eden at this point. And... oh god. Yeah, Surge came into contact with the flame. That caused him to become the Arbiter during the power outage. Because of Luca's... Luca did something with the programming. I don't fucking know. I can't quite remember. I'm gonna have to watch the damn video again. And Wazuki somehow got corrupted by the flame as well. I don't really know how it happened. But basically he ended up turning into Lynx based on Surge's fear, which would have been giant cats because of, you know, the Panther demon. That scene where, I suppose I could play up to that scene. Perhaps we should play the video games? Ugh. Yeah, that scene at the beach where... when we first get... Ah! No! Excuse me! What did you just say, Surge? Think about it, it's your fault for sleeping in, you know. Seeing as how you let me down, I say you owe me a couple hundred of those scales. Now go! Go to Lizard Rock and get some scales for me. I went you off easy this time with only 3 scales. I'm counting on you, Surge. Good luck, okay? So now you wonder why he ended up with Kid in the grand scheme of things. This is reminding me, I could also do this. Oh, sick, I kept it. And then they split up the sped up text, expecting to know where you're supposed to go. I accidentally selected no, I won't do it. And then she was just like, excuse me? You're excused, miss. Put on your dancing shoes. Don't slip. Alright, now where was I explaining this godforsaken plot? Alright, yeah, that scene when, I'll show it in a moment, but, where's the thing that increases all attack stuff? It's like the Dragoon's Glory? There it is. Now, Ghost, would you like to join everyone for my lecture? I won't. Have some of this. Liquefy that old man. Let's check out the use of elements. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's me. My leg! Hey there, hurry and return all the field effects blue for crying out loud. Don't you know how to use some elements or something, youngin'? Oh my god, even sped up, you take forever, old man. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! How much health does this dude have? Oh, you've grown mighty strong since the last time I fought you. That's how it is then. Try this for size, youngin'. This'll teach you to respect your elders. Ha! That's right, we're gonna cheat. I'm getting tired more easily in my old age, but nonetheless, well done there, youngin'. Quite proficient now, thanks to my tutoring. Game. Game. Did you find it helpful? Whoops. Yeah, well. Whoa! 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 Thank God this froze. Yeah, like seriously. It's like, hello, game. Cure my flu, please. This is how you cure the flu in real life. Okay, maybe not, but... Nope. It's like that's right. I was about to go and get the stuff, but then it's like... Yeah, I could probably get away with not doing it. Not that way, dummy. I can't push it back? Alright, well, fine then. Still managing to take longer than it should. This is still pretty good fanfare. Like a big... Like, honestly, a big issue with this game is that it feels kind of like they came up with a bunch of cool shit in the middle, and then we're just like, alright, how do we piece it together? And then we're just like, I don't fucking know. A+ gameplay for me. This shit doesn't even look real. I'm looking at the replay. Because again, there's no logical reason in the story for Lynx to just let them go at Fort Dragonia. Especially since, despite the fact that it said that he's already in the Dead Sea, when you get back into Homeworld, or rather, he's already in the Sea of Eden, because in another world, it's still the Sea of Eden, because it didn't get corrupted by Surge's continued existence. Why is he the most important man on Earth? I mean, he's fine, but... There's nothing wrong with him, but it's just like, why is this guy's existence key to the survival, or rather, lack thereof, of an entire dimension? Why didn't I speed that up during this? Well, whatever. Evening. Evening, Rife. You just missed the ending. Surge getting some alone time? Just about. Expand to jump, yeah. Darn. Yeah. It's okay, it ain't your fault. Ah! I will try to get this uploaded in a timely manner. Now that we're in New Game Plus, I can actually speed up the footage. And also, everything dies in one hit now. still trying to make total sense of the ending, but... Or rather, the stuff leading up to the ending. Because it's not until, like, just before you go fight the final boss that Chrono, of all characters, tells you that Lynx was actually your father. And the only hint at this you get ahead of time is that at Chronopolis, Lynx says, "On the night of the storm, a part of me, in fact, died." That was your only hint ahead of time. And then they don't elaborate until an entire dungeon later. In the meantime, I'm doing a retro achievement set for Panic Bomber W. Move! There we go. And again, if Fate's plan was for Lynx to be dead, because apparently Lynx? For Surge to be dead, because apparently Surge's existence leads to a future where Chrono and the gang don't fight Lavos, and thus Chronopolis never comes to exist. Because the world ends in 1999, and therefore they don't have the nice shiny future in 2300, and by extension 2400, where Chronopolis did its time experiment. 2 hits. Sorry, mama. But if that's the case, then why not just take them out at Fort Dragonia the very first time? It's very strange. I said this long before I reached the ending, but this game kind of feels like they came up with some cool shit to put in the middle, to put in at different parts of the game, and then when it came time to actually do the game, it's just like, I don't have to know. How does this go together? Well, obviously this has to happen. Well, why doesn't this happen here, then? Shut up, Johnson. Insert that comic of the guy being flung out of the window. Apparently there's this kid trying to call us through. What's wrong, Surge? Scene hits different without the pink puffball. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, so this bit right here is what I was talking about, where we get a brief little flashback to when Surge almost drowned. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Even at the best of times, it's hard to see what's happening there, but yeah, basically, Surge... Because, Wazuki, his father, had been, corrupted by fate by this point. He tries to drown Surge at the beach. And Kid is actually the one who shows up to save him. She crosses over from dimensions to save him here, and then returns to hers. Like, I always thought that was just like a freak accident, but it's like, oh, Wazuki tried to fucking drown him. And that's when he truly lost himself. It's like, fair enough, but the game kinda doesn't explain it that well. And I can only assume that this is another case like Xenogears and I want to say Final Fantasy VIII, where they just kind of had to rush through the end of it. So it's just like, alright, whatever you got, just finish it up. I could go fight the final boss again right now. can't do speed up on this. Oh, well. Ah, the good track again. About to say, like, wait by yourself until I realize, oh wait, this boss is pretty easy if you know what you're doing. That is true. Because in order to beat the final boss, you have to, remember how once I had the Chrono Cross equipped, anytime I used an element and made a tone, you have to do the tones in the order that it shows you in, the room before the, before Luxator, Aquator, and, whatever the black variant was. I forgot its name. It's some friggin' Latin term. Or based on a Latin term. Gravitor! That's right, it was gravity. Where there was like a room where they just had, things that made tones. And played it for the order. Not like Lavos when the dimensional vortex located in 1000 AD. Yeah. That's another thing. The DS, and by extension, the Steam releases of Chrono Trigger have extra things added. Like, remember when you, like, started up the game again and, like, some vortexes appeared in 2 certain time periods when you started a new game? Those are the dimensional vortexes, and you can unlock a new ending by going through those. You can't go through them again until you get access to the Epoch, unfortunately. Which means that you're in that for the long haul. But it adds an extra... But it adds, like, some extra dungeons, and then an extra final boss against the, Time Devourer. And then it'll tell you you can't actually beat it through force, and then kick you out. Like, you can beat the battle, but it'll just be like, you can't beat it through force, and then it'll just send you back to your time period. Chrono Cross ending explained. Oh boy. What the fuck happened? My game just froze. Oh no! No. Final boss true ending OST. Let's try that. Just to make sure I can get it without the sound. Or rather, without someone talking over it. Because, I mean, granted, you'll be here for this eventually, but let me see. Where's the... I just want to play the track again. Alright, so there's that, and I would just like to point out this track from Bomberman 64 too. Oh, nice. Not your thing, my game, Panic Bomber. I figured that you meant Panic Bomber. Game froze and I'm with Bagara. You know how long O'Neill took me? No, I don't want to do this all over. Can you, like, will using those retro achievements allow for, like, a save state? as well unmute the game now. See if I can heard a great remix of that in that one album. Right, I keep forgetting to listen to that. But yeah, I discovered like a literal year ago that the set of notes that plays when you defeat the Time Devourer and after you use the elements in the right order sounds very close to that track, and I have just been sitting on this for a year. And it's like, yep, there's your proof that Mitsuda did that track at the very least. In Bomberman 64 too, I mean. He did all the music in this game. Of course, I'm doing this all hardcore. If you want to go hardcore like I'm doing, you want to allowed to use save states, rewinds, or some cheats of that matter. I would feel like, at the very least, using a save state in the event of a crash is fine. Because, oh man, that sounds awful. Alright. Maybe at some point I'll actually write down and get all my thoughts down about Chrono Cross, but not tonight. I'm a little too scatterbrained tonight. But it's, at the end of the day, this game isn't that bad. I'm not sure if I'll ever put down the $20 for the Radical Dreamers edition, but yeah, it's not that bad. I have a new appreciation for this now. It's probably at least 50% because of the music, though. If this game had a worse soundtrack, I'd just be like, fuck this. This track and this track and what's it called? This track in Fort Dragonia is just, it's too good. I can't hate a game that has that in it. Oh. Why was that so loud? Guess I'm gonna leave Panic Bomber W Retro Achievement on the back burner now. I'm not doing this quadruple trouble. It took me the entire game to get to this point. Fucking Mojo. Took me the entire day to get to this point. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Of course, I do that, and I'm just gonna have to insert disc 1 again. Silly ass game. This should be right before we get kicked out of Viper Manor. I say kicked out as if it's like, yeah. All right, it's just after. I keep forgetting that they credit her as Lady because we don't know her name right. Yep, that's what I look like. Fucking Mojo. I forgot his name was Fucker. God, I forgot how long this shit went on for. Search him. What are we going to do? None apologies for bumping into moi. Oh la la, don't you know any manners? When a terrible challenge, boot up Panic Bomber W, go to the password screen, put 4404, hold L and R and press A simultaneously and start a new game and experience the pain I have to deal with. Yeah, no thank you. Haha, she is down for the count, just as I thought. Serge, mon ami, why don't we just leave her be? What's with that strange costume? Says the guy in a fucking Speedo and a fishing jacket. Sit there. I have no business with no chicken hawk. Dream of Ma every night. That goes for y'all too. Actually, don't. If I see any of you in my dreams, I'm calling the cops. Don't take that personally. Ain't you gonna do anything? There's nothing we can do. Hold it right there. Oh no, the dream cops. You've got no right to keep that girl's amulet. Leave that thing here. Come and take it from me. What's wrong? Hurry it up. Blaine leaves in an hour. Come on, hurry it up. Serge handed over the astral amulet. This is disgusting. It's turning out to be a bad day. Replace girl with other girl. I said this earlier, but I keep expecting the music to also speed up. Steal his boat. I think we have to talk to his ma first. Let's not go right now. What the heck are we doing again? We're going to recruit some party members that we can only get by not saving Kid. What do you want? You need something from me? I don't want nothing to do with you. Get out of here. You've got something to say? I need to borrow your boat. Lend you my boat? Ah, no way. Why should I lend you my boat? Sorry, pal. Go find someone else. Hold it right there. Ma, what are you doing here? You said you were going shopping. Don't just start arguing with me. Aren't you gonna help your friends when they need you? I thought you were acting strange when you came home, but I don't remember raising my son to be so inconsiderate. Oh, leave me alone. These guys ain't no friends of mine. In the first place, this has got nothing to do with you, Ma. Why should I lend my boat to guys who abandon their own partners? Got some typical mother voice I hear. Hey, wait a second. After overhearing that, I can't let you give up on your partners. I don't see that blonde girl in red. What happened to her? It's a severely long story, miss. So what's going on? I'd like you to tell this old lady your story. I see. That's why she isn't here. That explains why you were upset when you came back. You're a helpless boy, aren't you? This boy only said he doesn't know what to do. Don't you think that's a natural response? You were just saying that out of spite. What would you have done if you were in his shoes? Come on, speak up, fucker. The name keeps paying off. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, you see, you're just the same. Now apologize to this boy. Sorry about that. I just lost my temper. Good, that's settled. Now that you understand, go help these kids out. Hey, that's a completely different story, Ma. I can't lend them my boat. Don't be such a miser. Just lend them a boat or two. If you're so worried about the boat, just tag along with them. It's that simple, fucker. You say a boat or two, but that's the only one I have. Besides, I got nothing to do with. You're such a blockhead. Then I will borrow that boat. You'll never stay put, so it's a good time to do your chores. Go take care of Smell while you're at it. Do you understand? Oh, God, you gotta be kidding. Now, what's your name, young man? Your name is Serge. Okay then, Serge. Nice to meet ya. My name is Macha. You can call me Macha or whatever you like. I'll be waiting at the docks. Call me when you're ready to leave the village. By the way, Serge, you should see the village Simon. You look like you are lost and she might be able to help you get back on your path. Immediately forgot something. Alrighty. Oops, I almost forgot. I came back to get some things I left behind. Okay, Serge. Call me when you're ready to go. This isn't anything special, but go ahead and keep it. You know what frames are, right? This frame is called Tropical Paradise. Ooh, cute. Okay, Serge, I'll be waiting for you at the docks. You got yelled at by your mom. Don't get me wrong, I'm only lending your boat because Ma said to. I'm not owned! I'm not owned! Love that Dr. Wiley emote, by the way. I saw it. Hola! Welcome. It's a small shop, but feel free to relax. That's all she ever has to say, that's right. Or at least in this version. Not until they start to invade Guldove does she actually do anything. Serge, you haven't met the shaman yet? Oops, sorry about that. I forgot to tell you where she is. All you need to do is go straight down this way, go to the second floor, and keep going left. This leads you to the Dragon Shrine. That's right, I forgot I have to do that. We gotta talk to Chief Diarrhea. Ah! Alright, seek out a dimensional distortion. I already do this shit, but whatever. No! There we go. Are you ready? Okay, then let's get going. Alright, boys and girls, all of you get on the boat. I don't know why I'm Irish now. Of course, ever since I saw her, I just keep thinking of that TikTok or whatever of like the lady yelling at her. It's like a Jamaican lady yelling at her son because he like didn't make enough food for the family. You only made 6 bumbleclot eggs. That's not gonna feed the whole family. By whose permission are you docking that boat there? Get that thing out of here right now. Okay then, throws him into the water. You got the problem with that. You don't see any of the boats needing a dock, do you? That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is... cut the jive talk. Beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Okay, we're in Termina. Do what you need to do. Join the party. Alright, fine then. I guess you won't. Not yet, anyway. 10 out of 10 would make it the thumbnail. Oh, I should have capped it. I'll have to cap it when I watch the video back. It's beautiful. That'll be the extra video. I've never actually done this route. Ooh, here we go. That's how we encounter Glenn. The general and his men are headed for Fort Dragonia. There's been word that the major power of the East, Por, is up to something suspicious. They seem to have heard the rumors that the Frozen Flame in El Nido and are coming to investigate. My, then that means the Por army might invade this town any time now. Wonder if we'll be alright. Yes, that's why we're moving to the fort for a while. That fort is far from town, so it's not used normally, but it has good defenses. I was ordered to remain at the manor and protect Miss Riddell, but she felt very uneasy about the way General Viper was acting before he left, so... What are you gonna do? Aren't you gonna get in trouble if you leave the manor? Yes. Still, I cannot stop thinking about it, so I am planning to infiltrate the fort by boat. Are you sure about that? If worst comes to worst, you might be discharged from the Acacia Dragoons. Yes, I will act in accordance with my fate, even if I have to break military regulations. I must go. Ma'am, I will come back to buy flowers from you when I return. Take care. Where you going? I needs ya. I don't think I ever went up to this person to talk to them. You know, the radical dreamers steal laundry too. I'm so worried I have to stay here and watch them until they're dry. And this was pre-cell phone days too. Remember the days when you would just have to raw dog it in the fucking laundromat? I say as if I've ever been there. I'm gonna head home soon, but what you gonna do now? I don't know what happened 10 years ago or what's going on now, but don't you want to get things straight? Or do you just want to go live somewhere in peace and quiet? Live quietly, I mean honestly, but straighten things out. Data boy, I knew you wouldn't give up. Life is a journey to find yourself. That's how everyone grows up. So where do we go to find out what's going on? What? So you say we need to go after Lynx and General Viper to Fort Dragonia? I don't know who any of those people are. Did you hear? Fort Dragonia is a ruin of the extinct Dragonians. People say they conducted strange ceremonies and most folks from Guldove won't go near the place. You gotta wonder what they're up to with the dragon tier there. It gives me the chills. Also, you got to go through Mount Pyre to get to that fort. You're gonna need to get there by boat. Wait a minute, I've got a boat! I know, you can borrow this boat. Just a little farewell gift from me. Don't worry, that brat son of mine's not gonna use it for anything good anyway. Serge borrowed the boat from Macha. Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing. I love me some chocolate. No. I need to borrow a boat. Whoops, you're just a tad too late. I just lent this boat to someone else. Ask this boy here. I need to borrow a boat. I'm trying to get to Fort Dragonia. Fort Dragonia? Wow, what a coincidence. These boys have some business there too. You are the young man that gave us the bellflower. Thank you again. Miss Riddell greatly appreciated your kindness. You two already know each other. What great timing. On the road you need a companion, in life you need kindness. Join in with them on their trip to the fort. So what will it be? Let him join. Thank you. I have a suggestion before heading to the fort. When we get on the boat, first head north and then east. You should find a small island there. A retired master knight of the Dragoons named Radius lives there now. When me and my big brother were young, he used to look after us quite often. We should go ask for his advice before going any further. There are many frightful rumors about that fort. Who knows what to expect there? Glenn! I've never had him before, but he's apparently a very good party member. Sorry, Mojo, you're going to the bench. You had your time to shine for the entire first disc last time. I'm a little worried about you. Do you want me to come along? Yes. Macha, join your party. Excellent close-up. I'm gonna just keep it as Macha. Actually, hold on. Ma! We're not gonna put her in because you need to see what she does. Then I'll be heading home. That mischievous son of mine's probably starving back home. Be careful out there. If you ever need something, stop by Guldove again. She just does the backstroke all the way to Guldove. Absolute Chad. But you gave us the boat. Well, I mean, she's not needed here. Not right now, at least. Anyway, I just wanted to see that. Okay, cool, I do have the... What the hell is the relief charm? You're gonna just swim towards it. She knows what she's doing. What do you end up looking like? It's me! 150 pounds, I refuse to believe that. She's heavier than I am, and I'll just let you in on it. I'm 180. She is not 150. Man, even she's taller than I am. This is ridiculous. Gutsy mother of two. 38. Well, y'all wanted MILFs. Here she is. Oh, if only she had a rolling pin. She's beautiful. Spicy. Noble Knight. And with jiggle physics. She did have a little bit of jiggle physics. Scrub stubborn stains as you sweep. What does this end up looking like in her hand? Oh, yep. It's just this. What the fuck? I looked away and you mentioned jiggles. Well, since you asked. She's got a little bit of it. As much as the PlayStation can manage. I love how absolutely uninterested she looks. Beautiful. She's fantastic. And with blue eyes. Looks like it's about to beat me senselessly with that ladle. I guess because since, like, people from Guldove are kind of like... maybe not Draconians, and not even demi-humans at the time. I mean, there are demi-humans in that village. I guess they figure, we can get away with a little bit of, unusual eye colors. I don't know why I chose to do it this way. right, I don't have the amulet. Time shifter? Hello? Not yet. How the fuck do I do this? I've never actually done this before. How do I do this? Time shifter. Oh, okay, that's what that does. Relief charm? No need to participate in battles when friends can fight for you. Ah. What the fuck do I do? There's supposed to be a way to, like, pull all of your party members in, or maybe it's just because of... Or maybe I actually have to load up the New Game Plus file for the second disc, and then pull them forward. I don't fucking know how this works, actually. Right, I forgot there's also a bonus boss in this. Let me in. I'm not allowed to go in yet. Alright, fine. Fine, fine. I'm not going on that damn boat. It's Glenn! Alright, that's probably good enough. Can I don't even have the Smith spirit. Yeah, they might have just given her blue eyes just for contrast. I mean, she does have bright purple hair. But yeah, I'm gonna call it because I gotta work in the morning. New tab. Let me go back to this. I'm gonna refresh the page so I can actually get the page up. A+ thumbnail, by the way. I was gonna watch this on stream, but I got cold feet, so here's Madular's review of Chrono Cross from, like, oh god, 3 years ago? Oh my god. This is the official laugh at me because I pronounced it Masamune instead of Masamune. Reply here to rake me over the coals. He actually manages to explain the last bit, like the more complicated bits of the story, better than I could ever hope to. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna do a little raid. Guess I should be walking into bed in defeat. You'll get him next time. You'll get him next time, Gabriel. Don't stress yourself out too much, though. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Tomorrow I'll do probably UFO 50. I'm not tackling Grandia just yet. I need to take a little break in between my RPGs. You gotta have some sweets in between the veg. Alright. Thank you all for being here. Once again, I ended up enjoying this more than I thought I was going to, despite all my griping about the boat. Good night, everyone. Mwah.